Last we left our heroes, you'd rested within the maze prison of the Lady of Pain, taking a chance and pushing your exhausted bodies beyond their limits for the benefit of regaining some vigor and resolve. It was safe enough and successful in healing up. However, some of you found this oppressive, ever-watching darkness creeping beyond your senses and began to nest within your minds, slowly driving you towards madness with each passing minute. Nonetheless, you had to push forward and find your way to the heart of this maze, to the lady herself. You rooted out corruption from the heart of a forest of iron, bested a crushing puzzle of patience and endurance with the use of your immovable rod, and put Gord to the test of wisdom before altogether deciphering a last puzzle of logic with potentially deadly results. But all in all, you proved successful. Having been granted another ask of the lady in the resurrection of Valentine's soul, and been shown a faintly withering rose, having amassed 4 tokens or medallions bearing the lady's sigil, 3 tokens or medallions bearing the lady's sigil, you progressed up a massive rise of stone steps. As you went, you could feel the pressure begin to kind of lessen, but wind and force kind of pushing you back, at first gently, but with each step higher and further, the wind pushed stronger. Finally, you saw an iron gate begin to take shape at the top of these stairs, and a pair of figures glided through an open gate. As the winds became hurricane-like, a voice reached within your minds and congratulated you on your perseverance and skill, but that you still had one final challenge befitting the standard of Knights of Sigil, and one final chance to gain the aid that you seek that now stands before you. With a final burst of wind, the fog and smoke of the walls burst forth, and briefly, in their wake, you saw the outline of this beast. Wings, tail, claws, and immense jaws of a ghostly dragon-like creature. It roared and beat its wings furiously as the lady watched on. As your muscles tense, reach for your weapons, recall incantation and battle strategy, a mirthless, mad laughter and cry rises from within your midst as Elena Brawlwyn stumbles back a step, falls to her knees, howling to the wind. I need you all to roll initiative. However, I will remind, Gord is currently 3 points of exhaustion in. Hondo is 2 points of exhaustion and has a couple of corruptions and poison.
He has poison?
If I'm not mistaken, I have it written that you got poisoned. If you recall differently.
Poisoned you.
Boone has 1 point of exhaustion and a couple of things of corruption.
Being 2 weirdos.
And Alana, unfortunately, is currently incapacitated with a couple points of corruption. So, as we go ahead, roll initiative, I will show our battle cam.
Battle cam time.
Okay, so we've got our 3 on the carpet, Boone, Allie, and Gord. Mira is in the room, but Mary, you're not on her. Mary, you're at the point, and Hondo is just hanging just behind. As, what did everyone roll? 25 to 20.
20.
I got something high.
Like 28 or
30.
Jesus.
Oof. 22 for me.
Oh, Anna with 20. That's a big roll for Allie. 20 to 15.
19.
Ooh.
Oh god, guys, this is gonna be really embarrassing for Boone.
I have a question. It's kind of nitpicky. Is technically initiative an ability check?
It's technically a dexterity check. So, those of you who are ability check at disadvantage, and actually, I think some of your corruptions, for those of you with the Boone and Alana, you guys have disadvantage on dex checks with your petrified bones.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Shit. Okay, sorry. Let me re-roll. It's
Roll even lower?
It's not gonna be any good.
I don't think it's going to change much.
Natural 20, baby. Doesn't count.
16.
Okay, so that'll shift a little.
Allie, really good still. Real good
I
stuff.
know, I'm shocked.
Okay, I gotta write that down though.
And
It's on Dex.
Boone comes last, but what did you roll?
9.
Okay.
On the other one.
Do you guys want me to drop what the effects of your corruption points are into the chat? Just as reminders?
For our friends to know?
I meant just for each of you individually, but I could just drop it collectively.
I remember what all mine are now. I think I only have
remember.
the 2. Yeah.
Okay, if you guys don't need them, I'm good to go.
Yeah.
I have them here if you need reminders.
Go.
So that is that. Okay. Yeah, let's just keep in mind exhaustions and corruptions if you can. I'm going to do my best to try and remember, but obviously lots of things are moving. So if you guys can try and keep abreast of it, that would be awesome. But as we kick things off,
Boy.
Honda, you do have first initiative.
All right. So the dragon is that white creature, right?
So at the time you can see, yes, it is this white creature as it lands and roars.
Mhm.
Basically in this space, you can see through it. It's incorporeal. You can see like through its body to where you can see on the far right side, the Lady of Pain and one of the Devas is kind of there. So you can see there's an element of this creature is not it's not totally physical. It's more made of the fog, the mist, the smoke of this space. And it is difficult to see though, given its like initial arrival. Its form is visible right now.
Okay, I will. So what I'll try and throw a whisper at it
Okay.
and teleport onto its back.
5, 10, 15, 20, 60. What's Whisper's long range?
Whisper's long range, it's
60?
60 feet. 60 feet.
Okay, so you gotta move a little closer. I guess you have disadvantage regardless, but you gotta get within 60 anyways.
Okay.
So, put you there. You have disadvantage on the attack roll as a result of your exhaustion.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll.
So first roll, a 20.
Unfortunately.
Disadvantage though. 2 20s though. Immediately negated.
Second roll, a 14.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
You do
Plus
still
14.
hit. Yeah, with a 28, you definitely still hit. You do not get your sneak attack, unfortunately, given your exhaustion. So go ahead and just roll the dice damage of Whisper.
Okay. Which is 1d4 to 3d4 plus 8. So 1, 2, 3. So the total is not great. 8.
Plus 8.
Plus
16.
8, 16.
And you do teleport onto the creature's body. You cannot necessarily get on its. Actually, I guess you could throw up on to like the neck area if you want. Like you can't obviously get to its back because it's facing you, but you could get up there if you wanted to.
Okay.
You notice as you teleport up top and Whisper connects and you draw the blade back, because this creature's form is less than physical, you're not exactly confident at how much damage it dealt. It seems like it took a little bit of wear and tear, but not a significant blow.
Ooh, interesting.
Something to keep in mind.
I also have a drastic idea for my next move. I may have to message you to see if this is possible. Or can I just talk it out loud?
That's up to you if you want to try and be secretive about it, but I like the idea of everyone else having input on your crazy ideas.
Okay. Well, should I wait then, or should I just say it now? Because it's drastic.
Do it.
Okay, so my idea is, what if I take my special cloak and I send the dragon to the whatever plane it takes it to?
It only works on you.
It won't work with the dragon?
It specifically only affects the wearer.
Well, yeah, so I'll
It's
put
so
it on the dragon.
It has to attune, I think. It's so adorable that you think taking off a robe and putting it on a huge dragon is
You just
like.
have to touch it, right? As long as it's on it, it's.
Nope. I think
Isn't that puts you in the astral plane?
Yeah, so I'll
Yes.
put the dragon in the astral plane.
don't think it works like that. But also, we know teleporty shit here has like been sketch in terms of leaving the cage.
I love the outside the box thinking, but I just don't think it works. I just don't think it works.
Option 2, we use it on the lady.
Okay, now it does work.
Okay, Hondo, that is your action, your radical thoughts in the moment of your action.
But your robe of stars, just so you, sorry to cut you off, you can throw stars out of it. Remember, that's another thing that it does. Okay.
Yeah, you can use magic missiles for some extra damage that would hopefully negate some of your lack of sneak attack damage if you wanted to try that differently. However, you have a bonus action if you want to do anything with that.
I'll stab it with, I guess, frostbite.
Yeah, you can try. Go ahead with a disadvantage again.
Okay. Oh man, disadvantage again. Eesh. Okay, 19 first roll, and second roll, 20.
Man, if you weren't at disadvantage, you'd be killing it right now.
Yeah, that would have been 2 crits back to back. Unfortunately, you still hit, but it does not deal as significant amount of damage.
So one was it just 2d6 plus 5. So
that's right. Yeah.
1, 2. Okay, not great, but 6 plus 5, 11.
As you bring frostbite across the back of this creature's neck, you do actually notice the cold bit of frostbite does kind of crystallize some of the frost and mist that is kind of floating off the back of this creature's neck, and it actually does a little bit more damage with the cold element than you initially thought.
And I'm going to yell to everyone, if you have cold, use the cold attacks.
There you go. That is going to end Hondo's turn as long as you want to stay atop the dragon.
Yep.
At the end of your turn, the dragon is going to take a legendary action.
On them, not me.
And attempt to reposition. Yeah. I don't have my risers up here, but that's okay. It pulls back, but is going to balance on top of it.
You want me to get them, Kyle?
They're in the basement. Hondo, you watch. Everyone watches as the creature repositions. It like its whole body goes incorporeal. You can still watch as it moves, and it pulls up into this upper position. Hondo, as it goes incorporeal, you lose your grip, and you fall 10 feet to the ground. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check for me.
Rolled a 10.
You have
And my right. So my acrobatics is plus 11, and it is a proficiency.
So it's going to be auto 10. So your minimum there is 21. So you do manage to land, not prone. You catch yourself. However, you still suffer 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Just as you land, kind of it hurts your knees just to come down hard as it repositions and moves. That is its legendary action at the end of your turn. Mary, you're up.
Okay, I'll use my bonus action to get my shield up.
Okay. Begins kind of hovering around you.
It's still incorporeal?
It's partially so, kind of always is.
Okay.
You can kind of always see a little bit through it, but you can still see it currently.
Shit. Sorry, I'm just looking through. Okay. What would you say to an action to switch out a weapon?
An action to switch out a weapon?
I have a Dragon Slayer longsword in my pack.
Okay. If it's in your pack, then it would be like you have to go digging for it. You're not drawing that from a sheath. So.
I don't know what I'd switch out with though. It's not attuned. Okay. I also don't know if this is a real dragon, because that changes whether or not this is worth it.
If you wanted to use your bonus action...
I already used it to activate the shield.
Oh, you're right. I was going to give you your perception bonus action thing.
Yeah, I know.
Would give you some insights into that dilemma.
I'll do it another time. Okay, you know what? For now, I'm going to... Okay, and for now, I'm actually just going to use my action to try to see what's up with Alana.
Okay.
Like a medicine check or whatever.
Good move.
Yeah. Yeah, medicine will do.
Okay, that is not excellent. Medicine's not good.
Do you want to, before you tell me the answer, do you want to move over to her and get a good close look? Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to burn about 10 feet of your move.
That's okay.
Okay.
It's 13 total.
13 total. You look and you can see on Alana's forehead that symbol, that kind of half-bladed wreath symbol is like burning. And in your experiences in your group going to the abyss and in dealing with the hells, these extraplanar pressures of beings beyond mortality, they can bend and break the mind. There's an element of madness that has fallen over Alana. And with a 13, you're unsure of its kind of duration here, its limits. Right now, it's debilitating her.
Okay. That is my action and bonus action. I'll just kind of like, as I'm doing that, just like grab her hand and say to her, "Come on, just remember why you're here. We got to get him back. Let's get going." And then I'm going to just, can you clarify the gridded map?
Disregard
that's not
the
platform.
White. Disregard the
doesn't exist. Okay.
Yeah, imagine it as fog.
Can I just move so I'm not quite as clumped up with everybody?
Yeah, where do you
and
want to go?
I'll bring the arrow with me, just to the your left, I guess it is, north of and maybe up to that corner. Yeah.
Okay, that would be your full
Can
movement.
I see, or is the fog be obscuring around that corner?
There's kind of it's all kind of a little bit opaque, like you can opaque, not fully opaque. Is partially able to kind of see through. It's semi-transparent, but just all beyond like these borders here, it's continuous. So it just may as well have been opaque. But there's a little bit of sight lines through here.
How tall are we looking ceiling wise here?
It's honestly difficult to tell. It rises for quite a ways into darkness.
Okay, I'll just have Mira come up kind of behind me. Again, just kind of out of, for now.
Okay.
And just say, it's something in Alana's mind. I don't know how to snap her out of it.
Okay. At the end of your turn, takes us to initiative count 20. You guys watched as the wind that was pushing and berating you before, you feel it begin to kind of pick up again from the direction of this like eastern side. No source, but just bursting fast, blowing winds, hurricane wind. For the next round, until the next initiative 20, all speed will be halved, moving east. As we go to Gord's turn. Gord, you're currently on the back of the carpet. What do you want to do?
I shall cast Sickening Radiance.
Ooh, okay.
What the fuck is that? Never even heard of that one.
What's the range on it, please?
120 feet by 30 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 40.
Thank God your spells come back on the short.
You're just a little shy of the target.
He can move though, right?
He's currently on the back of the carpet, so you'd have to dismount the carpet to move.
Driving.
Although with a 30-foot, Boone is driving, a 30-foot radius sphere. So I guess even if you hit shy, it would encompass. It's actually bigger than this. So your full 120-foot range hits about there. So you would hit that creature and Hondo, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
So if he moves
Even if
up
it's
a
in
bit,
the
could
air?
he get Hondo out of there?
Well, it's a 30-foot radius. It's actually pretty big. It almost encompasses that whole square to the right. Like that. See that whole like.
Can you do the measure again? Like how much more would he have to move in for it to not hit Hondo?
So yeah, one of these is 30, so 30-foot radius. So this 60, this entire square would get hit if you could hit the middle, which is 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 77, 85, 99. He only has to move, like, he has to use his full movement to dismount and get to this point, and he can do
it.
Okay.
Because you also have feline agility too. You could rock, but if you don't even need it, you could do it.
He actually does have to use it because the wind is cutting his speed in half.
That's right. That's right.
So, Gord, what does Sickening Radiance look like?
This looks like these like skulls flying around with like green trails after them, just swirling around everywhere.
Sick. Love it.
That whole section at the far end, encompassing our dragon friend here, now lit up. Sickening Radiance.
When it's radiant damage, Jesus.
Kind of like radiation, like fallout, like nuclear fallout. So, 30-foot radius, light spreads around corners, dim green light. When a creature moves into the spell's area for the first time or starts its turn, that creature must succeed on a dex con save, 40-10, suffer level of exhaustion, and emit a dim greenish light.
Jesus Christ.
That second part, this light makes it impossible for the creature to benefit from being invisible, is very key.
Oh, sick.
Okay, but that will not affect until its turn, because it's at the start of its turn that it matters. But, Gord, that's your action, your movement, and I don't think you have anything for a bonus, but if you do, now's the time.
No, I'm good.
That's all you got. That will end your turn and take us to the dragon's turn. Actually, at the end of your turn, it may as well use a legendary action. Yeah, I mean, it would use a legendary action to reposition itself and fly out of that death. It gets back to here. Can't quite move its full speed, so it does still get caught in the massive radius of the Sickening Radiance.
Yay.
So the start of its turn, which is now, has to make a Constitution saving throw versus Gord's spell save DC. Coming up now. That is a 22.
Oh, shit. What is your score?
22.
Okay,
See,
so
that's the
it
tie?
succeeds on the meeting of the spell. So it is not a half, so it's either save or suck essentially. And unfortunately, it does beat this save for now. So
okay, we'll keep it in there.
Yeah, it's still. I don't have a big enough marker to showcase that it's fucking that whole area up, but that whole far square is messed up as long as Gord maintains concentration. You do notice, looking through, it seems to have no effect on the lady or the Deva, who are kind of still technically in the region, but within this gate, just beyond. You do catch that with most of your passive perceptions. But on the dragon's turn, it is going to 90-foot cone.
This is not gonna be fun,
90
guys.
foot
This is not gonna be
cone?
fun.
Oh my god. This is gonna be bad.
Hold on to your
Somebody-
butts.
Oh no.
I do want to catch Hondo in it. So, Alana is spared at the 95th foot mark. However, the rest of you, I need you to make Constitution saving throws as you watch this dragon kind of swoop out of Gore's sickening radiance, and it begins to billow and grow, and you watch from its wingtips, from its mouth, from its claws, this necrotic smoke begin to unleash, and it just pours and unfurls across the entire space. Con saves all around, please.
Yikes. Add +3 to these whenever you roll right now. If you're within 10 feet. Not you, Hondo.
I don't know if I don't think I am either. I don't know if anyone is.
Nope, Boone, you are on the carpet far left. So
Am I just by myself now? Oh, jeez.
Give Allie.
Sorry, guys.
It would help Allie, but Allie is just outside.
Allie's insane and crippled on the ground.
Mira too.
Yep.
I got a dirty 20.
A 20 is a fail, unfortunately.
Oh, fuck.
Hondo, what'd you get?
I got. Sorry. 4.
That is a fail.
I got a 24 for me.
That is a success.
Okay, and Mira rolled a natural.
That's a fail. And
This could
Gord,
take me out. This could take me out depending on how bad it is.
17.
that is a fail as well, unfortunately.
This is what check again?
It's a con save.
Con save.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You rolled a 4. I'll tell you for free. There's nothing you could have. No save of yours would make this.
18 plus.
Okay, so let me roll some damage.
Oh god, how we looking, guys? Have we talked about that? How's everyone doing health?
I'm at 48. It's just
You're
straight up
48.
I say we offer the queen a deal to save ourselves.
She's
Now.
not a queen. She's a lady.
She's
Sorry,
the
the
god.
lady queen. Whatever.
I
So,
respect her.
Boone, Hondo, Gord, and Mira all suffer 45 points of necrotic damage. Mary, you suffer 22.
Can I dodge?
You can use your reaction to dodge
Smart. Smart.
that. Actually, you can't because it's a save, not an attack.
Oh. Damn.
Sorry. Good thought. Good thought.
And the three of you feel yourselves pushed by the thrust of this force, and you are thrown back.
Donk. And that pillar just collapses.
Well, you don't see it, thankfully.
Okay. It's time to offer a deal.
No deals. She wants to see strength and honor.
Hey, I'm a man of deals, okay? Let's do this.
I don't know if that's true. Oh, that's smoke now.
Yeah, nobody sees anything anymore as the smoke now obscures entirely the battlefield. And you feel Hondo, the creature, just kind of shift and slip into the smoke that it has created.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
That'll end its turn and take us to Alana.
Oh.
Alana, you can see what is happening around you, and yet all you can sense is this incredible failure, this incredible loss, this incredible pain, and all of this is just beyond what your mind can comprehend. However, you focus on one element throughout all of this madness, and that light that's left within your sanity, that rose that you received, that Gord technically received, but that you can picture, is this beacon of light through the darkness. And it's beginning to pull you back. The laughter ceases. The tears don't quite, and you don't have full control of your body. but it's coming. You can feel that kind of like waking up from a deep slumber returning. Unfortunately, that is going to be the end of this turn for you. Boom, we come to you.
Oh, God.
As
I got 3 health. Oh, boy.
at the top of your turn within the necrotic smoke. Actually, no, you get pushed out of it because of the force. So technically, actually, this goes to
great.
there. I forgot about that. Gord, Boone, Ali, and Mira are pushed out of the smoke as a result of the pushing element of the breath. So you can stand and take your turn.
Okay. Holding the glaive on like the mask will come on. And then I will point my Bigsby's arm and it will like start to like shift and contort with like some like energy inside it, some jade energy. And I'm gonna hold a shot with it.
Which one?
Particularly the frost shot, all 3 charges.
After
Hearing Hondo mention cold. So when it appears, I will try and shoot it and angle away the radius from it.
Okay, sounds good. Boone holds his action and ends your turn. You're gonna stay there.
Yeah, because let me just see if I don't think I got any like healing bonuses like the other kids do. Let me look at bonus actions here.
The only bonus healing would be healing word, mass healing word.
I will let me see what level that is. I'll Shield of Faith myself.
Okay.
As a bonus. Is that okay to use that thing and a one? Okay, great.
Yeah, of course. You can do that before you hold your action.
I'll have to burn a second for it, but I'll do it.
Okay, you got it. You
And that's my
protect
turn.
yourself a little bit, hold your ground, and prepare this Bigby's cannon as it begins to kind of shift and form, and you can feel this rigid frost begin to form from this, what was once a hand, now kind of reverts, all the fingers pull back as you just see this singular blue energy begin to kind of just glow and grow as you hold the charge. That is going to end Boone's turn. Take us back to Hondo.
Okay. To get rid of the smoke, I will try Gust of Wind.
Okay. You can,
Clutch.
The wind is blowing here, and you can see the smoke is beginning to kind of like get pushed away. Yet, if you harness it and you force it with this magic, I'm going to get you to make a charisma check, which is a d20 plus charisma. See if you can harness the wind
5
and throw it.
and charisma check
You're good at this.
+4, 9.
Okay. You begin to like pull and harness the wind, and with the magic, you do expend some of this natural energy. You do push it and clear some space.
Good.
However, it does encompass the rest of the party. As it begins to kind of filter down and away, down the stairs.
Just want to check if Gust of Wind is a concentration.
I believe it is, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yes, concentration up to 1 minute.
Okay.
Great.
One thing it does reveal is directly in front of you. The dragon had shifted and moved. And as you just blow the smoke away, you see it blow around this creature, and you're able to like watch as its form just kind of ripples out of the space. And you can see it once more. That is your action to do that. Bonus action movement.
One thing I want to ask again about the ethereal plane.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a case of if I'm holding something, it will come with me, or is that not out?
Holding objects, I would say probably, because it would be in your possession, but no creatures can pass with you.
Okay.
But anything you're wearing and carrying does travel with you.
Okay. Well, I think for my bonus, I will heal.
Okay.
Which one is the one that you can do for a bonus? Is it healing word or cure wound?
Healing.
Healing word.
Healing word.
Okay. I will do healing word.
Okay. On yourself?
Yes. So it's 2d4 plus 4. Actually, wait. Before I do it, is there anyone who needs it more than me?
I'm at 3. But
You're
like, what are
okay.
you at? You're in the shit though. Like,
I'm not that low though. I'm low, but not. I'll do it on you then.
I will say one thing before you do this, as much as obviously it would help him. You don't see him to know how bad he's doing. Because of the smoke, and there's no way for you to ascertain. You see none of your party right now. So I would honestly say I don't think that would be fair to say you could heal who's the lowest.
Okay.
You don't see your party.
Just do it on you.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, so 2d. So that's a 4 total. And it's plus 4. No, yeah, plus 4. Sorry. So 8.
Okay.
Good. Nice.
Heal up 8. As your action, bonus action, are you gonna move or stay there?
I will. Where am I? I'm in the middle, right?
You're in the middle, directly behind the dragon's butt.
I will move. Do I have enough walk to get behind one of those pillars?
No, unfortunately, because the wind is blowing, you're at half speed right now. So you can move 3 squares, 1, 2, 3, and get you there.
Jeez, that doesn't give me much space to roll. Yeah, I might as well get at least a bit away from the dragon.
Okay.
If you stayed up its butt, it would give us an attack of opportunity, but we can't even see it. So,
Well, I'm still pretty close behind it, aren't I? To have an attack of
15 feet away, but you will risk an attack of opportunity by leaving.
Oh no! Like, could I give it an attack of opportunity if it moves?
It will get an attack of opportunity on you if it moves. On you now, if you move.
Okay.
You will lose any attack opportunities by moving.
So wait, from moving to where I am now, he'll attack me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, then that's not worth that.
Unless you disengage, which you could have done with your bonus action, but you need
but
to
you
heal
killed
it,
yourself.
so.
I'll just stay then. I'll just stay.
Stay on its butt. That's where you belong.
I'll just stay.
Okay.
Maybe I can give it some hemorrhoids.
That's right.
At the end of Honda's turn, as you have
Preparation
pushed
Honda.
the smoke away in this round, the dragon's form revealed is going to use 2 legendary actions to sweep its tail around and strike you.
Ruro. What did you say your health was, buddy?
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, Kev.
My health is right now 62.
Okay. You should be good at saving throws. You're a rogue. You got this.
This is a dex
But I
save.
think, if I'm not
Dex
mistaken, my saving throws, because of the
Exhaustion.
weird thing, are they halved or are they disadvantaged?
Let me double check. How many points do you have? 2? I know it's 2.
But it's not the exhaustion, it was the other thing that got.
You are exhaustion 3, and that is disadvantage on saves.
Okay, so
the
you have
spooky
disadvantage
thing too,
regardless. That should only have an effect on your attack rolls and ability checks with dexterity.
Okay.
So
So
basically,
first roll,
at this point, you kind of have a disadvantage on everything.
16. Okay.
Hey,
Good.
that's your first one. That's your first
Come
one.
on, come on, come
Come on
on.
higher. Come on higher.
18.
There you go,
Hey.
buddy.
Okay, plus your 16, plus your dexterity save.
My dex save is plus 12. So 28.
Yes. You, in that moment of you debating to run, to flee, to stay, to fight, you watch as the creature kind of turns and you see this just wave of force coming your way, and you just kick up and kind of flip up and over it and land safely on the other side. As you can see, it would have pushed you and smacked you hard and pushed you away, and you completely managed to dodge it as a result of your evasion.
Attaboy.
So that is its legendary action. End of Honda's turn. That takes us to Mary's turn.
Okay.
Hungry.
Well, I can't see shit.
No, but at the start of your turn, because you are fully encompassed in this fog, this smoke, you do suffer 3 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh. And Mira too?
Yeah. Well, I forgot she's at the same turn as you, so yes.
Ew, no. Okay, 1 second. Does she have more health than me right now? Yeah, she does. Great. Okay.
And your pony has more health than you.
Oh wait, no, I lied. Okay, so I have 3 more health
Good.
than her, but we're basically even right now.
Jesus.
Okay. I will. I don't know. There's a strong dragon there. I'm going to get on my magic pony.
Okay, so here's the thing. She got pushed several feet away from you. You don't see her.
Yeah. Okay, but
So
I
we have a
have
telepathic
psychic
link.
connection.
Yes. So I'm gonna have you have Mira make a perception or investigation check.
Okay.
Using her stats, either or. She has to basically sense you out.
Perception is +4. I rolled a 13 on the dice. 17.
Okay. I'm gonna say it uses half of her movement to make her way to you. She wasn't knocked prone because she can kind of fly, so she kept herself stable despite the amount of movement she was pushed. Uses half of her movement to get to you.
Okay.
It uses another half movement to mount her.
Mm-hmm.
So that would basically use the full movement.
Okay.
So then I believe we've ruled you can use a bonus action to get her to dash and use another round of movement. That's how we've ruled it with Fern.
Yeah.
You just sacrifice your bonus.
Yeah.
Shit. I have so many things I can use my bonus for. Yeah, I will. I want to get us out of the fog, I guess.
Okay. Then you come flying out of the fog and into the face of a dragon.
Yep. Oh, fuck.
One nice thing is it's a
Not
little
cool.
incorporeal, so it's not like you fly and collide. You fly and collide through, and you feel the pull of it. And are you going to fly past? Where are you going to go?
I mean, I was just gonna fly right to there, but the smoke is right up to it.
Yeah, you would be at disadvantage.
I probably thought it was further, so I'd imagine she'd keep going. So if I could just get to the other side, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you fly through, easy enough. How high off to the ground do you want to be?
Well, it depends on movement, right? So she's 90 feet of movement,
Yeah, that was not.
but it's halved because of the wind.
Yeah, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 to where she is now.
20 feet? It doesn't need to be... Oh shit, I meant to go get you the risers. I can do that after this.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, 15, 20 feet, whatever that evens out to... How tall is the dragon?
It's only about 15 feet.
Okay.
Maybe 20 if it's kind of reared up like it is in the miniature version.
Cool, okay. I guess as I'm going through it in just a panic, I guess I'll try to hit it with... I didn't take out a different sword, so it's just going to be Mage's Bane.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack rolls. You are not at a disadvantage as a result of Hondo having cleared the smoke from it. And
Awesome. I still rolled like trash.
She had advantage because Hondo's in its space.
It's not
Not
advantage,
at
but I
advantage.
would get sneak
Yeah.
if I was to hit.
Oh, true. Sorry.
But I rolled really bad, so I don't think it's going to make the difference. 17 for the first one.
a 17 just hits.
Oh shit! Okay.
Just hits.
How about my superiority? I wasn't thinking it was gonna hit. None of these really make sense for a dragon. Can't push it. It's too big. I can't trip it. It flies. it's not going to be scared of me, so menacing attack makes no sense.
Make it drop the smoke.
Well, it's not a spell, so I don't think it's like a concentration thing I can get rid of.
Oh, actually,
Just
that
tell us to
reminds
knock
me.
it off. Use a
While
special like.
You're
knock it
deciding
off
what
skill.
you need to do here. Gord, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration on your sickening radiance from the 45 points of damage you took.
Okay, I have an idea. I'm going to use a maneuvering attack. To yell to Boone, he's one with Alana.
What?
And just say, that smoke stings, get the fuck out of there, but the dragon's right fucking here. Basically, Scott, if you're willing, you can use your reaction to move half your speed. Oh wait, sorry, that can see or hear you. There you go. So if you want, Scott, you can use your reaction to move half speed.
Oh yeah.
Now. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I don't
point
think
out,
I can get far though.
if you move, you will use your reaction. You need to use your reaction to use your held attack. So if you move, you will lose the held action.
Appreciate that.
Right, and I saw him do that,
Yes.
so I would have known that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'd allow you to pull back and give someone else the chance to move.
I guess Gord? Where's Gord?
My speed is
No
like
idea.
halved anyways, so do someone else.
Kind of everyone's is right now.
Oh, wait. If Kevin wanted to move, I guess I don't know that. That's metagamey.
You can see
No, okay.
Ando's looking kind of hurt.
Okay.
Non-metagamey.
So, Kevin, if you want to use your reaction, you can get out of there without an attack of opportunity. Because of my thing. Okay. So I get extra damage. Since he's still here when I'm actually making the attack, I get sneak attack.
Perfect.
We roll all the dice. No! 5d4. There it is. I re-rolled it. I only got a 1 on it. Everything else is actually pretty good. Okay. It's 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, plus 30 points of damage.
Nice.
First
Okay.
attack.
You strike through.
Only one of those is psychic. Don't know if that matters.
It does partially, as you notice the blade. You strike through hard as you fly past, and yet you're not sure that it dealt a significant blow, as it just kind of like pulls at the wisps of smoke and mist, and it doesn't seem to have a major reaction.
Shit, that was a waste. So yeah, Kevin, you can use half your movement if you want.
Sure. I will move. So still not to the pillars, but I guess I can move like to the lower of that top stair, maybe.
Unfortunately, because the wind is still blowing, like half your speed is still only to the bottom stair.
All right. Oh, something.
You get away. Is it without attacks of opportunity, Mary?
Yep. Yeah, as long as it's from the target of what I'm hitting. Yeah.
Yep. Then no attacks of opportunity against Hondo, as he is able to kind of pull away a little bit from the dragon here.
Okay, well, that didn't go very well, but I still have 2 other attacks. I'm going to use them.
Just keep hitting.
Natural 20.
Great. Do it
Would have
again.
been nice last turn. That would have been 60 points of damage. No, not quite. That would have been 50-something points of damage. That would have been cool. 15 points of damage? No, 14 points of damage.
Okay. Again, the sword is pulling through, but not quite as powerfully.
Oh, wait, sorry. I didn't double that.
No.
Sorry. I picked up the dice, too, before I did anything. So, what did I say? 14
I said 14.
minus 8 is...
6.
14 minus 8.
6.
6. So 12 plus 8. So
20.
20.
Okay.
Because it's the natural 20.
third attack.
Oh, the last one is, I guess it's 19, so it'll still hit. But that's
Yeah.
that on the dice.
19 hits.
$18.
Same deal as all of these attacks. It's just still not pulling through quite as powerfully as you hope, but every bit of damage. You can see some of the form is being pulled and ripped away.
That is everything I got.
Okie dokie. At the end of your turn, it is going to use. Sorry, Gord, did you ever roll that con save for me?
Right now,
Thank you.
12.
Unfortunately, that is not half of the damage you took. So your concentration on your sickening radiance does fall, and the area at the far end fades from that green glow of swirling skulls. Seeing this, and with both of you on top of the creature, it is going to use a legendary action to reposition once more. Mary, you get an attack of opportunity as it flies up out of Hondo's reach, but it is at disadvantage as its form turns this incorporeal kind of mist.
I think I'm actually going to save my reaction.
Okay. Cool. No problem. That will be the... that's the end of your turn. Takes us to the 20 count. The wind ceases its significant blowing, but as it does carry this fog and smoke out and away.
Boone won't die now. That was
Hey,
so
can I shoot it now?
You can see it if you want to use your held action.
Let's do
Is
it.
there a range on that attack?
Yes, but it was pretty impressive, but hopefully impressive enough. 120 feet and then a 20-foot radius sphere.
$100 feet, so you are within range, but it
Thank
will catch Hondo in it.
Can I position the radius a little bit different from it?
It's going to be difficult given the there's no way for you to arc it because it's kind of up on these, like, it's up above you, so like you'd have to almost arc the shot in a way that you don't have a good line of sight on where to hit.
Okay. Yeah, it's a ball of frost that it launches out of this cannon.
Yeah,
It does
Um,
have resistance to cold damage.
And I think it has like a vulnerability to it. Oh, Kev does. Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna shoot it. I mean, he was holding it the whole time. He's just gonna go for it.
the 20-foot radius, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the save?
DC 15 con. So Kev, you should roll that too.
Yeah. Hondo con save, Spectral Dragon con save. Wow. Okay, con save of 28.
Yeah,
I
it's
rolled
saved.
an 11, and my con saves 4, so 15.
You saved
yeah.
too. You do have disadvantage on this, so roll
Oh, I
again.
should
Yeah,
have to
sure.
roll again. And my second roll is a 15.
Attaboy. Okay, you're fine.
Hondo
So
saves.
You're gonna take
saves.
half. You're gonna take half of this.
Yeah.
And there was a speed reducing thing if it didn't save, but so don't worry about that.
Okay.
So this is 4d10.
Well, he'd take a quarter, I think, right? If you're resistant to cold.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You're dying to me, Boone.
It's okay. So 7, 8, 14, 18. It's about average.
So 18 points reduced. 18 points full.
Yes.
So then.
So no. Sorry. Yeah, 18 points normal. So 9.
9
So I
to the
took 9.
dragon.
And Hondo, you
Hondo-
actually take like half of that.
Yeah, you
So
actually
4.5.
are resistant. So
4.
you take, we'll call it 4. The dragon saves, but is vulnerable. So it does take the full 18.
Great.
As the shot kind of strikes this space, Hondo, you just kind of get caught in this icy cold like outer wave. You're not in the heart of it, so it doesn't hurt quite as bad. However, you do notice the dragon, and Mary would catch this as well, but all of you can kind of see the mist and fog that's kind of billowing off of it immediately kind of crystallizes and falls. And you can see a more crystallized, more corporeal form as the frost kind of freezes the fog and mist in place. This creature does not gain any benefit of its incorporeal form for the next round. And it is a little bit slower as a result of freezing. So that is Boone's held action. After the lair action, or to Gord's turn now.
Shoot her!
Bring her down.
Bring her down! Is Gord
I
back?
shall
He'd be
cast-
okay, good.
Hold monster.
Okay.
Ooh.
A hold monster. Is that a second. Actually, can you just drop the spell into the chat for me? Okay, perfect. Or be paralyzed for this duration. Let's see. Gord, you target the dragon and you unleash this energy in an attempt to bind whatever form it is. And unfortunately, given its somewhat incorporeal form, even through this freeze, this creature cannot be paralyzed.
God damn it, stupid dragons.
Oh, that would have been so cool.
It also has no effect on undead.
Oh, shit. It's an undead dragon. It's a ghost dragon. We're fighting ghost dragons.
The smoke, ghost, fog, mist dragon.
Oh, that makes sense now.
Unfortunately, as you focus your energies, they just do not seem to grasp hold, and the dragon still kind of shaking off the freeze of the frost shot. It doesn't even pay you any mind.
Rude.
That's your action. You have a bonus action and movement if you want to use it.
I got nothing.
You're just going to stay there?
Yeah.
Okay. At the end of Gord's turn, Dragon's used all of its legendary actions. So back to its turn now. Does it get its necrotic smoke back?
Oh god.
Please no.
Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't.
Great that we're all stuck in a line too. It's not even like we can like try and move out of this little bridge. Oh god.
Let's see. It is going to fly into the mist wall,
Oh god.
and you watch it kind of just disappear into the fog and mist. And Mary at the side, from behind you, from within the wall, you watch as its form just kind of come out and bite at you. And it's going to put
Okay.
2 claw attacks into Mira.
No.
All of them are at advantage as it kind of comes out of the smoke and from the wall and attack.
Don't hurt my horsey.
Bite at you first. It's a natural 20.
Ugh.
Oh no.
And the 2 claw attacks, I shit you not, a natural 20.
Oh my god.
And a lot at 28.
Cool.
Those were on Mira though, right?
The
Well,
2
first one was
claws.
on me.
The bite was against Mary.
Okay. As long as it wasn't 2 20s on you.
Okay. That's a lot.
This is why I'm saving my reaction, guys.
So that is 20 comes out to 45 points of necrotic damage with the bite.
Oof. Okay.
And technically your speed would be halved as this energy kind of sinks into your form and slows you. However, you're on top of Mira, so it doesn't quite have the same effect. And Mira, on the first one, that is the crit, suffers, 9 points of force damage.
Okay.
On the crit. Nice, great.
Yeah. And 10 points on the second.
The second, I'm going to use Spirits of the Fallen for her.
Okay.
So I'm going to hold 1 second, see if I roll above 10. It's 3d6, I think. Sorry, just bumping around everywhere here. Yeah, 3d6. So 7. Let me roll at least a 3. And I rolled a 6. So it's
Nice.
completely negated the last one, which means the attacker suffers force damage equal to the number rolled.
Okay. 10 points.
Oh.
What did you roll, sir?
I rolled 11 technically.
Okay.
So I don't know how that. I didn't know if it's just the original gets bounced back or it's whatever I rolled gets bounced back. It's only 1 hit point.
No, whatever
It's
you roll.
freezed. Okay, so it's 11.
Yeah, so it takes
Force
11
damage.
points of force, which it is not resistant to. And you watch as it kind of swirls around you in this kind of mist and fog, and then it kind of buckles out of the side of the wall again and comes back into the battle up in the far right section there at the end of its turn. And that will end its turn. Take us to Alana. Alana,
Come on.
consciousness returns, and you can see the fight kind of taking shape before you. You are on the carpet, though, are not technically like piloting it. It's just kind of hovering at this moment as everyone else was thrown free, and you were just kind of there. You can take control, obviously, and fly it if you wish. But what do you want to do?
Okay, first of all, I'm going to rage.
Sure.
It's my last rage, too, so here's
Do it.
hoping.
Do it.
Am I able to fly the carpet towards, like, heading towards the dragon? And then either jump off and land on the dragon with, like, and hit it with my hammer? Or, fly as close as I can to it and then hit it and stay on the carpet.
So that's as far as the carpet can move.
That's
it's
okay.
not a particularly fast carpet. It's one of those elements of the carpet is like you can use it to circumnavigate a lot of terrain, but it's not particularly fast. It can move 40 feet, if I'm not mistaken. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's 40 feet speed.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah, I think it's
as far as it can go on this turn.
Okay.
That puts you 5, 10, 60, about 60 feet from the dragon.
Okay.
So you can throw your hammer, I think, that far.
Okay.
At disadvantage. But
At disadvantage? Okay.
What's the thing that can make you fly, Brawley? Can't you go so lightning you fly?
The storm avatar.
Yeah, the storm avatar, I already used it today, though, unfortunately.
Shit.
Yeah, I know.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I used it when we were in
The lightning room.
The
yeah.
lightning thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
All good. All good.
fortunately. Yeah, I'll throw it then at disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the range doesn't show up on here for some reason, but it should be 2060, I believe.
Okay. I got 16.
A 16 unfortunately misses.
Okay.
As you just kind of whirl the hammer back and just woof, and it just kind of crests the edge of its form as it's just kind of coming back into corporeal like space. You can still see its crystalline, like freezing element to it that you can hit it, but the hammer returns to your hand. You can spin and throw one more time.
Okay. Oh, 26.
Yeah,
That was at disadvantage.
Nice.
that will do. Go ahead and roll damage.
I was reading, and it says to when you hit with an attack using this weapon, it deals an extra 1d8 thunder damage. Or if the target is huge, is this a huge target?
Yes, it is.
Then it does 2d8 thunder damage on top of this.
So I got 32.
Okie doke. And if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, I think all of the damage becomes thunder when you throw it.
Yes. I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so it is not affected by the resistance. So it does
Oh,
full
damn.
damage.
Look who's
Ooh,
awake.
okay.
Look who's awake and came to play.
So that will turn that to that. As you watch the frost, as it connects and there's this thunderous boom, you watch the frost that had accumulated crack and shatter, and like the tendrils of smoke and mist that are rising off of its back, off of its hide, are thrown back as the creature kind of recoils. It still doesn't make any particular like noise of pain, but it's starting to look a little more, a little less corporeal. As that will end Alana's turn, I believe.
Yeah.
And I will use 2 legendary actions as the dragon,
Oh boy.
as it unleashes a terrifying roar in response to this pain. I need everybody to make Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
Except Boone.
Just over here. Hi.
Gord is within your radius, Boone. Does that have an effect on fear effects?
Yes, it does. If you're within 10 feet of me, you're immune to fear.
Then Gord, you don't have to worry about this either, as you are like 5 feet ahead of Boone. So Hondo, Mary, Mira, and Alana. Con saves. Call them out.
24 for me. I haven't rolled Mira yet. Still working on it.
That's a success for you.
19 for me.
Oh,
That is-
Mira rolled a natural 1.
A natural 1 is a fail, and a 19 is a failure, unfortunately.
Ooh, boy.
Unfortunately, Alana, Mira, and Hondo.
I know what you got.
First roll, a 20.
Oh,
Roll again.
Nice.
I have to roll again.
you have
20
disadvantage
save.
on everything.
Disadvantage, buddy.
And second roll is a lovely 2.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
Of course it is.
I'll be honest. If Hondo wasn't at disadvantage for everything, you would be
Oh,
destroying
killing it.
me.
Killing it.
I'm telling you, we create a rule. 20s mean you don't have to roll again.
Bring it to our legal board and we'll see.
I agree with that in most cases, but not in the cases in which you are corrupted and exhausted and fucked up beyond
Yeah,
recognition.
I think you have disadvantage for like 3 reasons. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Should be triple disadvantage.
So, Mira, Hondo, and Alana, you are currently frightened and cannot move closer to Old Dragonface.
I'm okay with that.
Do you have the rings, Kyle, or do you want Valky? I thought they might be downstairs.
No, I was just trying to pull them off the... Okay, that is its legendary action at the end of Alana's turn. That takes us to Boone.
Oh my god, it's me. Guys, I'm so far away. I got nothing ranged. I'm just gonna start walking towards it.
No speed reduction from the wind, but do you have speed reduction from exhaustion?
Yes, I do. Not from exhaustion, but from another thing.
Oh, okay. So you are... What
I'm
was your speed?
halved.
So you're at 15.
Yeah, 15.
So you...
Wow.
How many times a day do you get to use your blasty thing? So curiosity.
That was a 3-fer. There's different levels of it, but the cold
Cool.
one's the most important one, and I
That's
can't
the-
do anything else.
That's the top, yeah.
Okay, let me just read this. Okay. Well, I'm going to burn my action to keep walking.
Okay, get you there.
That's 30. So is Brawley within my 10 feet now?
She is unfortunately 15. And does your shield of or sanctuary or shield of faith remain, or is it like a concentration?
It's concentration.
Okay.
So when I took that smoky damage, I didn't roll a save for it, so I can do that right now.
I thought that happened before.
I can't remember the order.
Didn't you got hit and then it came to your turn? You held your attack for when you could see it, and then you bonus action shielded?
I think so. Whatever you want.
Yeah, you still have it up. I don't think you've
Okay.
taken any hits yet.
I will... I'm just going to burn stuff. Like, I need to get close. I'm going to Misty Step to try and get in between all of them.
30 feet?
Actually, wait, fuck, if I already used that. Yeah, but I got to help the team. Misty Step's 30 feet, yeah.
30 feet's right there.
Yeah, I'll just try and get where I can get my aura hitting as many of them as I can.
Technically, unfortunately, they're literally like 5 feet too far on all sides.
Okay.
Mary is flying 20 feet up. Hondo is 15 feet from you. Allie would be 15 feet back. So you could put yourself within, like, if you take 5 steps back and teleport to there, Alana is in your aura. But that's the only one you can get at this stage.
How about this, if I can retcon something? If I move 15 feet, can I bonus action to get on the carpet with Brawley? She was in 30?
Yeah, of course. If you want to come up here instead.
Yep.
Sure.
Okay, then I am going to... it's not even touch? That's interesting. Who do I use this on? I will touch Brawley's shoulder and cast haste on her.
You've used your action to dash.
No, if I did the 15 and Misty Step.
Oh, you want to go way back. Okay, hang on.
Yeah, if I could go 15 and then Misty Step 30 to get to her, you just let me know if that's possible.
You can do your full move. Yeah, your full Misty Step gets you there.
Perfect. Then yeah, I'll action haste her.
Okay. That'll drop your shield on yourself, but it will haste.
It's all right. I got 3 health. Let's fucking do it. Let's get crazy.
I do want to point out one element. How does it work with your aura? Because Brawley is currently frightened and can't move closer to the dragon. So hasting her would not give her the ability to get close to the dragon.
Who is
the aura? If the aura's still up, can it, like, you can't be frightened in the aura?
That's what I need to. Oops, I pulled the wrong guy.
But then as soon as she moves out of my aura.
Yeah,
right?
unless
She's
you guys are
frightened
moving
again.
side by side.
Unless it's something like it ends the frightened effect. It depends on how it's spelled.
That's exactly what I'm looking up right now. I'm going to the Vengeance Paladin, going to the Paladin. No, that's just straight up regular Paladin aura. That's not a Vengeance Paladin thing.
While you're conscious, you and your friendly creatures within 10 feet can't be frightened.
Aura of Courage.
Yeah.
So I would say it suppresses it while they're within 10 feet of you.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
I'm okay with that. However, if she moves out of that range, she will be re-frightened until until the saves come up.
But I mean, if she's on the carpet and she's driving, then she'll just bring you with her.
Yep.
That's true. But the carpet isn't hasted. It's just her.
So yeah, the speed effect will not change, but she will get multiple attacks and an
And a
AC
boost AC. Okay, so let's still do it. Yeah,
Okay.
let's do it.
I'm okay with it. Just there has to be a couple of caveats that we're all aware of.
Yep, no, that's all good.
Okay. Then in the current moment, Alana is no longer hasted, or no longer frightened, and is currently hasted. So I'm going to leave that in your hands to recall that for when it comes to Alana's turn.
Pretty much probably, yeah, you'll get a +2 bonus to AC right now. Advantage on all decks.
Wow.
You gain an additional action, and that action can be used only to take attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
Oh, thank you.
And technically, on foot, your speed is doubled too.
Yeah, but in
And your
this
speed
case,
is doubled.
Sweet.
So if you were to leap off this guy, though, then your speed would be doubled if you leapt off the carpet.
If
But
she
if you
wasn't
move too
afraid.
far from me, you get frightened.
Yeah. So for the time being, you have to remain within 10 feet for the time being until the fear effect fades.
Okay.
And if I die, it fades. And if I die and it fades, you can't move for one turn.
Oh yeah, do you still only have 3 hit points?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot happening, you know?
Oh.
Let's get crazy.
Yeah, no, I'm on board with it. Okay. So all of that comes to Alana is hasted. Boone is on the carpet behind her, urging her on into battle and aiding her as that ends your turn, Boone.
Yes.
The dragon is just going to chill there, I think. Yeah. Top of the round, Hondo, we come to you. Unfortunately, you cannot move closer to the dragon out of fear. You have disadvantage on any attacks, but that doesn't change from anything else. So, the dragon is currently corporeal. What do you do with your turn? And technically, you're still focusing on gust. You could drop that if you want.
Yeah, well, I mean, the smoke is gone, so
The smoke is currently gone, and it will start to impair your friends as they're trying to fly in that direction. You could point it in a different direction.
The smoke could also come back. Like, if it rolls high enough, it could do it again.
Yeah, but it is something you're technically concentrating on.
Blow it in the dragon's face. Like, show him what's what.
Yeah, you can certainly
Isn't
point
it
it
an
in his
action
direction.
to move it, or is it a
I'm-
bonus action?
I'm thinking, because this is interesting. So I couldn't attack the dragon because I'm afraid, right? Or I'm frightened.
You can, it's just a disadvantage, but you're a disadvantage regardless. You just can't move closer, so you have to throw a weapon.
But if you throw it in teleport,
Yeah, that is one way to
Mm.
circumnavigate it. However, you're not getting any advantages to your sneak attack because all of the things are stacked against you from getting your sneak attack.
That's true.
So it might be wise to try other forms of damage or other things to do. However, attack. I don't give a fuck. Do whatever you want.
I am thinking I might try Blade Ward.
Okay. Yeah. I'm on board with that.
So you trace a sigil of warding in the air. Until the end of your next turn, you have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt by weapons attacks.
Okay. You give yourself basically protection against any piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning.
Which the dragon does do, right?
Somewhat.
The smoky thing isn't. Yeah. If it does breath weapon, that's not one of those.
Fire wouldn't. But I'm resistant to fire. Wow.
This is a smoky death thing, though. It wasn't fire when it hit us. It was
Okay.
necrotic.
I also just looked up Gust of Wind as a bonus action. You can change the direction.
So I can, as a bonus, I can change direction?
Yeah, so you're technically concentrating on it right now, blowing it down to the west, down along the full path that would almost right to Gord. Technically, I would allow it's 10 feet wide, so your carpet is probably just riding over top of it. It's currently not impacting your friends right now. But as a bonus action, you could turn it to direct it in another way, or you could just hold it and do whatever you want with it. It's up to you, but technically it's pointed to the west.
That which is facing the dragon, right?
Nope, that would be to the east. Sorry. It's pointed towards down this way.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm thinking maybe I'll change it toward the dragon.
Okay.
Give us an advantage.
You turn it towards the dragon, which will cause. Oops. Cool. You turn it towards the dragon, going to the east.
I love that air bending you just did there, Kev. That was sick.
And now you can just kind of see the wisps of that fog and smoke that have become lessened over this battle are just kind of wildly waving in the fog, in the wind, I should say, as the dragon kind of levels on the ground, all fours, and begins kind of slowly lurching forward. Hondo, that is your action to Do your blade ward. Bonus action to move the wind. If you want to move, you can't move to the right. You could move left.
So left would be just which direction would that?
Towards these guys.
Okay.
It'd be away from
I
the
don't.
dragon.
I'll stay where I am.
Okay, cool. End of Hondo's turn. Let's see. Let's see. How many of those reactions have I used? No, you know what? He's okay. End of Hondo's turn. We go to Mary.
Okay.
Actually, sorry, I forgot. Hondo, at the end of your turn, make a Constitution saving throw.
At disadvantage, of course.
Yes. Fortunately.
Oh, first roll, 8, which with
Oh,
my
no.
con would be a +4, so that's 12.
Okay, unfortunately, that is a failure. So
And
don't worry.
that's 13.
Don't worry about it. Unfortunately, the fear effect remains as we go to Mary.
Lanes.
I have a scared magical horsey.
Yeah, you turn and you try and urge her forward, and she is just kind of bucking and pushing back, the wings flapping wildly, pulling you and basically halting you in place.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to look at this motherfucking dragon and try to figure out if it's an actual dragon.
Okay, go ahead, use your eye for detail.
What would you call this? An investigation or a perception?
I would go investigation personally.
Okay. That's better for me. Okay. Didn't roll great. I've rolled very medium. Investigation is 14 plus 9.
23.
14 investigation plus 9. What is that? 23?
Looking the creature over and seeing the effect of some of the spells that your friends and allies have attempted to apply, and seeing that this creature is almost more construct, or yes, undead. It's not living. It's more made of the ether of this realm. It's more a created element than a living, thinking creature.
Cool. So don't waste an action taking out the dragon sword.
It seems to be
Okay.
more the shape of rather than the
An actual.
creature.
Cool. That's very, very important information. Okay. I have. Oh no. Gust of wind's going in the opposite direction now.
Is now pointed at the dragon.
Yeah. How many arrows do I have? I don't have that many. I mean, I have 15, but that's.
15 rounds
Okay.
worth.
Yeah, but I need them for other things too. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else. I don't think there is. Okay, I'm going to just turn and my horse won't go. That's fine. I'll just take out my bow and I'll use. I have +1 arrows, so I'll use 3 attacks with them.
Bang, bang, bang.
Go ahead with your first.
It's a natural 17.
That hits. Go
Do you want me to
ahead and
just do them all at
damage.
the same time?
No, just roll damage.
That's max damage, so 14.
14. Okay.
Second
You watch
one.
it. You watch it connect with the breast of the dragon where it's been kind of frozen over, and it pierces through, and it does hold for like a moment before it kind of continues to slip through and then kind of fall to the ground. You notice it still is not dealing quite as much damage.
Shit. Wasting my +1 arrows. Second one hits. It's 13 plus 12.
Yep, hits.
Let's make this one a distracting strike.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go for where I think its eyes are, which just gives me extra damage, and the next person who's not me has advantage.
I
Try to hit it.
Okay.
That's 18 points of damage. No, sorry. 16 points. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong thing. I'm not wearing my bracers anymore, so it's different.
Same effect.
Yep.
Like it's connecting, it's holding, and then kind of slips down and falls to the ground.
And the last one hits 16 plus 12. And it's still pretty good. 13 points damage.
Okay. With each strike, you know it's partially, frustrating to waste these arrows that you know are more effective against other types of creatures. And the resistance this creature has is seemingly more against almost any physical types of damage, given its incorporeal form. But every little bit of damage is helping.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. End of Mary's turn. We come to the initiative count 20, lair action. Let's see. Yeah. The wind picks up once more. All movement to the east is cut in half as this wind, just hurricane gust, begins to pick up. And you watch as this fog begins to kind of fill in behind it. And the almost like pouring in from the eastern walls surrounding the gate begins to kind of slowly encroach into the space here. The squares around where the dragon is and the gate begin to become heavily obscured. And had the dragon not been kind of encrusted in that frost, it would have just filtered away into this fog. But for the time being, this entire space up here is heavily obscured. But you can still make out the dragon given the frost.
Okay.
For now.
Okay.
As we come to Gord's turn.
What you got, Gordo?
How far away am I from the dragon?
You are currently 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, but 110, 120 feet.
I shall cast Synaptic Static.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a 120 foot range?
Yep.
Perfect.
Tight.
There is no creature within, although it's a 20 foot radius.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no creature other than the dragon in range. So it is a intelligence save.
Yes.
Okay. Coming right up. That is a 13.
Nice.
Fail.
Roll some D's.
Go ahead and roll damage. As kind of previously
27.
described. All right, awesome. As previously described to Mary, the this creature is not so much a living entity, not something that is thinking and reacting of its own accord. It is more a created construct of this realm, and therefore not particularly intelligent, as you just burn and blast away what little, kind of automatic reactions and thought it does have. Its thoughts are now muddled for the next minute. It'll subtract a d6 from attack rolls, ability checks, and con saves to maintain. It doesn't maintain concentration, but and it must make an intelligence save at the end of each of its turns. Okay.
That's glorious.
That's awesome.
Gord, that is your action. Are you going to stay there, move, or do anything with a bonus?
Yeah.
Sorry, you kind of cut out there.
Yeah, you cut out there. Sorry, what'd you say?
I said I'm good.
So aggressive.
Oh my.
So aggressive.
Okay. Gord's turn comes to a resounding end as we come to the dragon's turn. You watch as the frost slowly begins to fade. And as this area kind of fully obscures it, you watch it just sort of fade away as the frost just melts and breaks apart. And you lose sight of the dragon. However, from within, you watch that fog of that far space begin to turn black as a billowing cloud once more pours forth in a necrotic smoke.
Not good. Not great.
God damn it, we're all in such a nice little bubble.
Yeah, Gord is safe once more, being that far away.
Oh no, Boone's going down.
But everybody else needs to make Constitution saving throws.
Bye, everybody. Oof. Almost an at 20, but it was not.
That's safe. There was a lot of damage last time.
Yeah. Heavily obscured. Whoa.
Yeah,
you
it
guys
was not safe.
Just call them out. Go ahead.
I rolled 26.
You do save.
7.
You do
6.
not. Gord, you don't have to worry. You're safe.
Yeah, go chilling, baby.
Mira only rolled a 12.
Mira
Allie, you
fails.
add +3 to whatever this is, because I'm still conscious for this part.
Yeah.
Oh, 25, 28.
Okay. There you go.
Totally fine.
You are okay.
Oh, actually, kind of rolling back a second. Mary, go ahead and roll a con save for Mira for fear at the end of her turn.
Well, it might not matter because I feel like she's not going to last past this. I don't think she beat it.
Which
Only
roll?
a 7 on the dice.
No, never mind.
10.
No. Don't worry about it.
Cool.
Okay. Okay. So, Alana succeeded, Mary succeeded, Boone failed, Mira failed. Hondo? Constitution saving throw?
I mean, why do I bother?
Because you could roll a 19 and then
19.
Roll
a
a
20.
20 this
Roll
time.
a 20.
Come on.
Come on.
Already.
Actually, pretty good this
17.
time.
Pretty
Okay.
good. Pretty good.
What's your con
What is-
save?
+4. Yes, +4.
Is he within 10 feet of me? No? He didn't move back?
I don't believe he is, unfortunately.
I don't even think I am, and I think I'm closer than he is.
No, part of the whole thing was you pulled way back to get up onto the carpet. And then to cast haste as well.
Well, you're fucked.
What's your total, Hondo?
19.
Fortunately, that is not enough.
Oh,
Come on.
You're very close, but disadvantage is fucking you. As Boone, Hondo, and Mira suffer 35 points of necrotic damage.
Oh,
I'm at 0.
Boone goes
I think-
unconscious.
time we negotiate.
Ow.
And let's see. Alana and Mary, both of you suffer. What's half of 35, 17, 18, we'll call it, points of necrotic damage.
Is it halved for me?
Yeah, you resist
Yeah,
necrotic
rage.
with your rage as well. So yeah, so 9 to you.
Nice.
Okay.
Great.
Good call, thank you.
how's everyone? Oh, we can't see each other, so there's no point in.
It is pitch black. Alana, I would say you hear Boone's
Honk.
like fall, and as a
Oh.
result of Boone's falling, the haste fades and you become lethargic and stunned.
Oh no.
For one turn.
As the end of haste knocks you out.
Okay.
That signals that Boone is down.
You're
Mary,
still conscious. You're just
yeah, you're just kind of like fuzzied again. Like you're like
Fuzzy.
you had a huge adrenaline surge and then it was just ripped away. And it just that crash hits. How's Mira looking?
She has more health than I do.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
You
God,
were
guys.
concerned she was going to go down, so.
I thought she was too, but I forgot that I took when the dragon attacked us. Her hits they weren't that big. Mine was really big.
Yeah,
So I'm at 22. I'm at 22, and she's at 38.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oops. I didn't write that down. Okay. Well, that's going to end the dragon's turn. And bring us to
dragon.
Alana's turn. At the top of Alana's turn, you suffer 1 point of necrotic damage just as a result of the space around being filled with necrotic
Hey, your rage doesn't drop.
smoke. Yeah, your rage does not drop.
Nice.
It was
Sweet.
pre-reduced. But unfortunately, the stun effect of the faded haste kicks your turn out. But as the kind of turn ends, the haste effect, the stun effect fades, but the fear returns from the last turn when it was suppressed by Boone. I need you to make a con save at the end of your turn to try and resist that.
Come on, man.
25.
20.
Yes. Confidence returns as the fear effect is pulled from you, and you can feel Boone kind of fall behind you and is now kind of like choking on this necrotic smoke.
Ooh.
But that is going to end Alana's turn.
Okay.
We come to Boone's turn.
I'm gonna help you.
Boone fails one death save as you just choke on this necrotic smoke. So one failed save, gone. Hondo, at the top of your turn, you suffer 4 points of necrotic damage just by breathing in this necrotic smoke.
Are you alive?
Yep.
However, with your gust of wind, as we come to your turn, you blow this section of smoke this way,
Yes.
and I would say, where are you? Clear yourself free of that area of smoke, but not before you kind of suck in some of it at the start of your turn. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration.
First roll 14.
Okay.
Second roll a 6.
I think that is still a 10. What's your con save? Is
Yep.
4?
4.
Okay, so yeah, you maintain concentration and are able to blow the smoke away. One thing of note, you do not see the dragon.
Okay.
What do you do?
I have two options. I attack the lady.
No.
I
Okay.
take a risk, and I try to go to the ethereal plane and take a short rest.
You're going to use
So
the astral
we
plane?
talked about this.
Short
talked
rest
about
is an hour.
Short
You're like
rest takes
just
an hour.
abandoning.
So we would all die. You could
Possibly.
hold your action to throw. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you could do.
Okay, I'm gonna just quickly check my spell and before I decide on holding.
Throwing those stars, Kevin,
Mhm.
they're an auto hit, so you don't have to roll, which means there's be no disadvantage. They just work. Because it's same as Lavender's magic missile.
I mean, it is magic.
So the disadvantage isn't going to hurt you there.
But I can't do it yet, though, right? Because I can't see the dragon.
I believe it has to be on a target you can see.
Okay.
Right, but you could hold it as a held action. It would
That
just
is
use
true.
your reaction.
Mhm.
You have
Alright,
shit
I'll
ton of
hold.
them.
I'll hold.
You're going to
You know,
hold one of
obviously, you
the-
don't have to do it. I'm just letting you know that
stars.
that's just an option if you don't want to roll with disadvantage.
Let me just double check the visual part of this. I believe that's true. You have to be able to see. Creature you can see within range, yeah. So, what does the Robe of Stars as a 5th level magic missile? So you're going to hold basically a 5th level magic missile, Kev?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good call. Do you want to move before you hold this position? I will say you can't move to the right, to the east right now. And if you move to the west, you're into the smoke again. So
Yeah.
you're good to stay?
Yep, I'll stay.
And you hold for a sign of a dragon. Okay, cool. I like that. That takes us to Mary. However, the dragon is going to reposition. You guys just hear shifting and flying and this kind of movement about the space, but you have no visual range. Mary, we come to you.
Cool. So how does it work? Since I have a scared magic horsey, but I don't know what direction she's scared to go, because we can't see what she's scared of. Because that's the other question: is frightened as long as you can see the creature? Is that how it's phrased?
They're just considered frightened of the dragon. I suppose it is true. It would be based in seeing it.
Yeah, if you don't know what it is.
Like, if as long as you can see the creature is usually like, that's when
Right
you have
now-
disadvantage on attacks and stuff.
Right now, you can't see anything.
That's what I mean. So if I wanted her to move, can she move any direction?
Till she sees it.
I'm going to just kind of on the fly make a wisdom saving throw for her.
Okay. I guess that works for, like, is she the only one who still has that fear effect?
100 as well.
The wisdom save is not good. I don't think it's going to matter. That's only an 8.
Yeah, I would say, given basically the fear of where this dragon could come from is any direction, that the fear overtakes her movement entirely.
Okay.
She's also a horse. She's just a scared little horse.
Yeah. I was thinking go up and try to go out of the smoke, but if that's not going to work.
I'll give you up. You were not being at all specific about up.
No, I just wasn't sure, because if you can't see and there's no concept of what direction I could or could not go, because I don't know where the dragon is. So I just wanted to clarify how that would work when you can't see it.
Even with that wisdom save. Up, it seems fair.
Okay.
Up
Then
and
I will
down
go.
Seems like actually relatively easily able to do.
Okay.
Just
I will
flap,
go
flap, flap.
Yeah.
up. I don't know how tall the smoke is.
She does go up and out of the smoke, using about 20 feet of movement.
Okay.
Pardon me. And you can see Hondo just on the cusp of it here, and you can see a break in this gap where Hondo's gust of wind has blown a section of smoke off to the upper right, and it's kind of messed with some of the fog that was obscuring the far right side of the space. You can just kind of see through to the lady and one of the Devas still standing, like perfectly still at that gate, but you do not have any visual sight on the dragon.
Okay. I'm going to try to use my bonus action eye for detail, because part of it is trying to spot an invisible creature. I don't know if it's actually invisible.
Mm-hmm. I'll give it to you.
Perception check 13 plus 7.
A 20?
Yep.
You watch as you come up and out of the smoke. In the wall of this, you can see this kind of shifting move that is coming in like a swimming move to this direction. It's coming towards you and your friends from the wall directly ahead of you.
Okay. Just look through my inventory. Oh my god, I have a vial of acid? How long have I had that?
Probably forever. That's super
Forever.
Throw it.
Oh, I don't think it does, it does very little. It does 2d6 if I can only throw it 20.
That's great.
We'll save that for something that's not a smoke dick dragon. I don't have anything.
Shoot some arrows.
I can't see it. It's like in the wall.
Yeah, you have a rough idea where it's coming, but you don't know where it is yet. So you could
You
hold
can
your
hold
action. and possibly still have disadvantage as a result of it coming directly into the darkness, but you would have an idea of where it is.
Right. Shit. Other actions. There's also, I don't know where everyone is. I don't know. I'll do a fucking roll call. And people can answer on their turns, I guess. Just. Okay, this is going not great. Is everyone even okay?
Okay.
See what people say. And can I actually? This is such a waste. Can I use my turn to try to look towards the Deva and the lady?
Mm-hmm.
Try to do an insight check or something to see if
This is what they want.
if what we're doing is what we're supposed to be doing.
Are they really disappointed looking?
Yeah,
that's
I don't
pretty bad.
know. To make sure that there's nothing I'm missing.
You want to use your action? Sure.
Yeah, the arrows aren't even really doing anything, and I don't have that many of them. So, I don't want to hold with that. And I don't know that people are hurt, so I can't go down to save them. Hamira wouldn't want to go down towards where she doesn't know where the dragon is anyway, so I will try to do that.
Okay. I'll allow an insight check.
Okay. I rolled bad. But my insight is automatically an 8 on the dice. So 21, which I feel against the Lady of Pain is not going to do very well.
She's got knives for a face.
At this distance and in the heat of battle, there's not much you're able to ascertain. Her face is a mask of just complacency, kind of always judging. And the Deva is as alien as you would expect. Unfortunately, you get no confident read from either.
Great. Oh, it's use of an action. Okay. Can I save it for my pony? Try
Your
to.
turn. You can certainly try.
Okay. Well, I guess how much movement do we have left?
She used 20 to go up, so that's all she's used right now. But to your point, she can't really move
Anywhere that
down.
might be dragon adjacent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll stay there. And
Okay.
I will try to save for Mira.
Okay.
Please roll good. No, real life Mira, I am not talking to you. She sits beside me. Oh god, she rolled a 17, which is pretty good, but I don't know how much she adds to it. 1 second. Sorry, you said it's a con save?
Constitution.
Dirty 20.
Not enough, unfortunately.
Oh, God, this poor
my
dog.
God.
Just shy. Just shy by one.
Oh, that sucks. Okay. That's my turn.
At the end of Mary's turn, the wind blows one last gust and does indeed clear the smoke.
Oh, fucking hell, Boone's down.
As we come to Gord's turn. Gord, you have no visual range on the dragon. You can see Boone is unconscious on the carpet, and everyone else is currently standing. What do you do?
Can I do like a perception check to look for the dragon?
It would be your action, but yeah.
26.
You do have disadvantage as a part of your exhaustion, unfortunately. So roll again, take the lower.
Oh, I gotta do it again.
Yes, please.
21.
Okay, 21 is still enough. As the smoke clears past you, and you have no, qualms of the the necrotic element of the smoke. You can almost see through it perfectly. You're able to see the same thing I described to Mary. This kind of shifting in the wall right here, seemingly coming directly for the people on the carpet, coming from Alana and Boone. You can watch almost as like you can see like a shark swimming through like the ocean just before it kind of breaks through for an attack.
Interesting.
So with your action, you're able to see that. You still have a bonus action, your movement, and you can speak freely.
I'll just yell out, like, it's over there! Point, like, where I think it is.
You got it.
That's pretty much all I can do.
Okay. Then are you going to stay put where you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hold an action? Did you?
He uses action to perceive,
Gotcha.
to find it. At the end of Gord's turn, with Mary and Gord able to kind of pinpoint the location, the dragon does indeed burst through the side here and go for a bite and 2 claws. It would have had advantage, but given your party's active perceptions and able to call it out, Alana, you're able to turn and see it coming and kind of protect yourself as it comes in for a full onslaught against you. Bite and 2 claws coming at you.
Uh-oh.
Bite first for a that's a 20 total to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, and then 2 claws. That is a 13. And that is a 28.
And they're both halved?
So that's just a hit. That's just to hit your AC.
Oh, okay.
So bite and 1 of the 2 claws do strike.
Okay.
So bite first. Oh, wow. Terrible. Uh, 18 reduced to 9 points of necrotic damage on the first.
Okay.
And better. 16 reduced to 8 on the second. As it bites, and then like you feel this, like they're not even teeth, but it's just this energy that just like pulls into your heart, into your soul, and just drains you. And then the claws do kind of come up and just like with force just rake through, not even your flesh, but beneath like your soul. That is its full round of actions. Is then.
Can I use my attack?
Yes, you can.
I use my stars.
Going to reposition over there as Hondo. Go ahead and roll. I think it's a 5th level magic missile. So let's see.
Is it 8?
Each chart, so 3.
1d4 plus 1.
So 3d4 plus 3 for a 1. So 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. D4 plus 7.
Ooh. And it says, so I have 1 charge out of 6, is it? Or
Yep.
I'm trying to think.
Yep. So you have basically 6 5th level magic missiles to use.
Okay.
So roll 74.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's plus 1, I think.
Plus 7. So plus 1 for
7.
each.
14 total, plus 7, 21.
Nice.
As it bites and claws into Alana, you're able to like pull away from the bulk of the damage thanks to Mary and Gord, and like deflect one of the claws. As Honda, you send the magic missile and it collides and kind of bursts through part of its form, and you watch as part of it begins to kind of break away, almost like a cloud is just burst and dispersed before it reforms. This creature is beginning to look quite hurt.
And
So
Can
are
I-
we.
can I? Oh, sorry. Never mind.
That was just your held attack. So you're able to unleash it as you connect. It flies away. Alana, you do get an attack of opportunity.
Okay, I'll take it.
Go ahead and make your strike.
18 to hit.
18 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
24.
24. Yeah, this thing is not looking good. As it flies over and repositions by Gord, and will end its turn. There we come to Alana.
Okay. So first things first, I'm gonna see Boone's down.
Yep.
And I believe I still have that gem that has the healing in it.
Yeah, you should have a second level cure wounds in a gem.
Okay. So I'm gonna use that on Boone.
Okay. You turn and immediately, like, you see the dragon, you see, you're close to this win, but Boone is hurt and he is down, and you need to get him back up. So you pull the gem out and indeed heal. So go ahead and roll 2d8.
Or sorry, I roll it.
Yep.
Okay. I do, but the ones on here don't work for some reason. An 8 and a 5.
Okay. Boone, you heal, what is that? 13 hit points.
I'm back, baby.
13 hit
Yay.
points. As Alana puts the gem to your
Saved
chest,
my life.
the energy goes in and Boone breathes once more. That is your action, Alana.
Okay. I'm going to do use an action surge.
Yep.
Only one.
Yes.
And I guess I'll take us out and I'll take us towards the dragon.
Got it. You spin the carpet as you just kind of like pull back up into the driver's seat, fly up into the dragon's face, and with your action surge, go ahead and make your 2 attacks.
Beat the shit out of it. Let's
First
go.
one, 21 to hit.
I'll hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
16 damage.
Okay.
And 15 to hit.
A 15 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay.
It does miss as it kind of rises. You get that first strike in. Let me do my health here.
Did you do that extra because it's a giant creature damage?
Yeah, an additional 2d8 to that hit.
Ooh, no, I didn't.
Let's roll 2d8 extra.
Ooh. An 8 and a 6.
Okay.
Nice.
God,
14 additional. Yeah, it is like with each hit, you're watching bits and pieces like burst off and kind of get sucked back into the fog of the wall. And you're watching it kind of come back down its landing. It's losing its ability to kind of hold itself aloft and alive. It's barely clinging on. I forgot. Okay. That is the end of Alana's turn.
Do I get a bonus action or no?
Yes, if let me double check. You use your action to heal, action surge, 2 attacks, flown. Yep, bonus action.
I'm gonna mark it
You got it.
with unwavering mark. So now
Hell yeah.
it'll have disadvantage when it attacks anyone else, if it does.
Okay, at the end of your turn now, it is going to use 2 legendary actions, or just 1 legendary action, sorry, and it's going to swing its tail and try and just swipe out at yourself, Boone, and Gord, as its tail just arcs in a 20-foot cone. I need all 3 of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Plus
Do I still
the-
have disadvantage
You, from
on death?
yes, dex saves from your
+3 to this for you though, probably.
But I think you also
Okay.
have advantage as a barbarian, so I think it's just a single roll.
Just a single roll? Okay.
Yeah.
14.
14 is a fail, unfortunately.
Okay.
Gord and Boone.
Ooh,
11.
First
Fail.
one's... Yeah, I failed.
Okay. The tail sweeps, and
Is it an attack? Does it get disadvantage somehow?
it's not necessarily a straight attack because it's attacking multiple of you. It's basically just swinging its tail in a massive arc
True.
and just like a big like haymaker swing. So I made it a dex save, but you all unfortunately did not succeed, and it does deal a total of 11 points of bludgeoning damage. Allie reduced to 5 for you.
Okay.
And you are all pushed and knocked prone. Allie and Boone are both thrown from the carpet as a result of this.
Too bad.
It was worth a shot.
Still there, so that's good. The mark didn't go away.
Yeah.
And that is going to end its legendary action at the end of Alana's turn. Takes us to Boone.
God. I'll stand up.
Yeah, half move.
How close is it to me?
From where you were just thrown, it is 20 feet. You're 15 feet you could get within range.
But I used half my move to stand up, and I'm still at my weakened thing.
So you have, if you move, you have 10 feet left.
Okay. Do I though? Because I only have 15 feet.
Well, it's one of those things where like you're at quarter speed of 30 is like a weird middle, like it's like a 7.5 feet. It doesn't quite work in these numbers.
I'll take it. I just need to get within 10 feet to hit it.
Yeah, that gets you within 10.
Okay, let's fucking attack it. Just looking haggard, bloody, bruised. The like mask thing is like flickering. Boone will take out the glaive and attack. First attack. Oops, that was damage. Don't roll that first. I don't have disadvantage on attacks, right?
How many points of exhaustion do you have?
Just one.
1 is disadvantage on ability checks, and your other corruptions don't have any effect on your attacks, so straight rolls.
25 for the first one.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, that wasn't that great. 6 plus the radiant. Roll that.
Sorry, 1 second. Before you add it all together, give me the radiant and the regular attacks damage separate.
Regular was 6.
Okay. That's with your modifier.
Yep.
Okay.
And then 5 radiant.
Okay. You watch the radiant kind of burn up through it, and you see bits and pieces kind of flare and flake off. It's still clinging to life.
Okay, second attack.
Yeah.
21.
That'll hit.
All right, I am going to use what's the thing called? What's the smite?
Divine smite.
The whole purpose of a paladin. I'm going to smite at level 3.
Okay. So it's 2d8 base, an additional 2d8 for the 3rd level, and an additional d8 for an undead creature.
Oh my god, so how many was that? Okay, let me just roll a normal one first.
Okay.
It was 15.
Just straight damage before you radiant.
Straight damage. Yeah,
Okay.
straight damage.
Yep.
Now let's do some radiant.
So it's 5d8 for the smite,
Oof.
and the additional radiant that you deal on your normal attacks.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty average. What is that? Come on, D&D, show me. 18 plus 5 is 23 radiant.
With the final strike, how does Boone Vidette slay the spectral dragon?
Oh,
yes.
shit. Just like stumbling up, like half limping, the like arm is glitching. He'll just like try and swipe it once with the glaive and then just look down and then look back up, and then the mask will flare, and then the blade will just be like glowing with the green kind of golden radiance, and he'll just whoosh, cut up and decapitate the smoke off of it. Just
There is no triumphant slam of a body as it falls, but just a sad, just kind of, and it just is sucked back into the wall as it just fades from existence.
and I'll just be standing there, little glaive out, little like green thing shimmering with the horns.
The silence that falls directly after is broken by the very faint from the gate as the statuesque Lady of Pain claps politely before turning, and the gates just kind of part, and she and the Deba just kind of enter with the intent for you to follow.
Please don't tell me you could have just gone through that arch the whole time.
Nobody tried.
Uno fall down to a knee. Everyone okay? Everyone all right?
Could be better.
I think we all look better than you, pal.
I've been better. I'll like walk back over to Brawley and just like nod my head at her, extend a hand. You saved my life back there.
Well, anytime. You're one of us now, so
I appreciate
comes with
that.
a price.
I'll start. I'll just like roll onto the carpet, just kind of lay on my back, and I'll heal myself just a little bit here. I'll
So you
use
lay on hands? Or with your spells?
Yeah, I'll use a level 2 cure wounds on myself.
Okay.
It's my last level 2. 8 plus 3 is 10.
8 plus 3 is 11.
Or sorry, 7 plus 3 is 10. Now I'm at 12.
Oh my god.
That wasn't great. Let's start moving towards it. Let's chat.
I'm gonna
Eight.
dismount.
The fear effect does fade, as does any other of your debilitating effects. You still find those corruption elements still clinging to you. For those of you who are slowed and a little jittery. But there's an element of at least confidence in the fact that you've reached what seems to be the end. And hope that they'll fade once this is kind of over. But for the time being, you still feel the wear and tear, the brittleness of your bones, and the fear of what it's caused you. And the consistent exhaustion that is plaguing your group. But you move forward towards the gate, and there is this kind of iron gate that did move. Though as you all get close, you can see there is this very faint, shimmering kind of barrier. You can easily see there's a magical element, this veil of magic. And there's a moment of pause before you kind of put your hand through and be able to pass without issue. On the other side, you do see the conservatory that you saw through the riddle room, the tea room before, and set in the middle of this kind of lively plant, this surprisingly warm, almost like greenhouse-like structure. There is like light filtering through. Immediately the temperature is surprisingly warm. The air feels more natural, even though a little humid. And there's the sound of like birds kind of off in the distance. And you can hear life return and the sense of normalcy as the lady is sat at an iron wrought table with a chair and a teapot. The Deba stands behind her, kind of hands crossed. You notice no other chairs are provided. And she just kind of waits as it's about a 30-foot gap to her. You cross with your footsteps all echoing off of this very semi-slick brick floor before the Deva kind of doffs a head to you all, as does the lady. And you hear in your minds telepathically, as these creatures have spoken to you before, congratulations are in order. You've risen to the challenge and exceeded expectations. Many times did you prove yourselves honorable, responsible even. And your choices, though you could have taken easier paths, your choices were well thought out, reasoned, and acceptable. Present the medallions you found along the way.
Uno reach in his long overcoat and pull out the one he got. Stride forward and just gently place it on the table.
It kind of sits as a heavy kind of clang. It's weird as you pull it out and you go to set it down. There's like this almost magnetic element, and it's suddenly weightier here. And it just kind of sits down. There's a moment of like, you have to pull your hand back from being stuck to it. It just kind of takes you by surprise, but it lands with a dull thud. For the first.
I'll pull out two I have, and with this, put the first one down. And then with the second, say, with full transparency, this was found on another's body. Put it down as well. Don't know how much that's earned.
Every step of this place is earned. Take the wins where you can. Even that which can be found along the way can still be a boon. Three pieces collected. 3 asks made of the lady. She kind of gestures, the lady herself gestures her hand across the 3 pieces before you. And the first, as she crosses her hand across it, you see immediately kind of expand into this sheath, as you've seen the blade when you first began your journey here. And it immediately just becomes the blade atop the table. The second, you watch it just become quickly shift and turn to that kind of silver and platinum doorknob set atop the table. And the third, you watch kind of slowly kind of spin. And as it spins, it turns to the head of the faintly withering rose. And as she kind of finishes the gesture across, she spins and catches a fourth between 2 fingers and sets it on its edge on the table with a gesture of a reward for your final challenge. As honorable knights slaying the dragon, I believe a final ask would be permitted. Take a moment.
Thank you. Then I'll turn back to the group. We asked for a weapon against the general. We asked for a way out. We asked for your friends back. You said you know you guys need to get that book that the general has. Do you want to ask about that? If there's a way to get the book, if there's a way she could send allies, what do you guys think?
I think that's a smart idea.
Is there anything else? I mean, this lady owns this whole place. She shapes it like her reality.
I mean, you could ask for unlimited power.
I feel like unlimited anything might not be her bag, given she's all about balance.
Okay, so unlimited power for one of us and no power for the other. Balance.
Let's go balance. Yeah, that's all right.
You gonna be the one going in all blazing while we all hide away?
Mary, any
Look.
thoughts? You think? What should we ask?
There's a lot that we could use. Unfortunately, given that we don't know our exact situation, I don't have any specifics.
How about
If there's a way to... What was that?
an army? An army that could take down the general. An army that we could call upon once or twice when we need it.
I mean, reinforcements, if the Devas were to help us get that book, they can literally meld into stone, make doorways.
I mean, what I'm imagining is they give you a ring, and this ring has 2 charges, which means 2 times you can call upon it to summon a great army.
What if
there was an army that could completely take out the general and all of his lackeys that she held, I'd imagine she would have used it already. I mean, that's not to say that we can't use those armies to do something else. We already have potential distractions in one way. Maybe we could use another.
We have many fights to come.
What if we could get into where the general keeps the book? They could somehow bring us directly there instead of having to fight our way in.
Yeah, it'll cut our time in half for sure. And we're running out of time.
We are.
Even if there's a way, what about, like, I don't know how to ask specifically.
Like, maybe
but
like
a sneaky way in, a way to make us undetectable for a certain amount of time.
Do you want to just
like
ask?
That.
Do you want to just ask straight up if she knows the name of that guy you need?
I am wary of asking for something that she might not know or she may not be willing to give. We know no matter what, that book is something that we're going to be looking for.
I mean, you never know if you don't ask.
Yeah. All right, let's ask her if maybe she could help us.
Your call. You're the one who. You're the one who took that dragon out, man. What do you want here? You deserve this as much as any of us.
I want to see the general pay. I want to take away his power like he took away mine.
Absolutely.
Whatever brings us closer to that is good with me. That book seems to have made him powerful, given him control over that archivist coyote creature and all the other Yugoliths. So I want to take that book from him, and then I want to take his life from him. I'll turn back to the lady. Kind of just walk up. We're seeking a book the general holds. Very important ancient book. We don't imagine you could just grant us that book as is, but perhaps you could get us as close as possible to that book.
Kind of spins the coin on the table. She looks you all over. Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy.
With advantage from the group.
Adept. It's not going to cut it, Poon. Give me one better. That'll cut it, hopefully. It was a 7 for the first one, then 19 for the second one, so 27.
She looks you all up and down, but Boone cutting through you most of all. The face is unmoving, just statuesque. The eyes move ever so slightly, but the mouth never moves. just this metal face, this mask. At first, there's a long pause and you're a little worried. Before you hear, collectively, all of you hear in your minds. 'Neath the miser drake's rest lay that which is impenetrable by simple mind or steel. Unwavering bastion and stalwart guard. Guard the beating heart of coin. That which you seek. Once found, the shard-honed edge, she kind of gestures towards the blade on the table. Wet with the blood of the first, shall strike thrice the heart kept safe. Only then shall the eternally sated taste mortality. As requested, aid in advice, but also in action. And she kind of spins the coin once more, and her hand passes over it, and it just kind of splits and kind of pops into 5 vials on the table that are faintly kind of wavering before sitting still, of this faintly cloudy gray, oily contents. Be like the phantom. Seek your way in. Or save it for a quick escape. But use it wisely. She looks across you all with the blade of affliction, a sigil port key, the withered rose. She gestures to, and mentally you hear, bring this to your fallen friend. With my permission and blessing, a resurrection may be permitted but once. The path before you is treacherous, dangerous, near impossible. But with my aid and with your determination, with the hearts of the Knights of Sigil, victory may yet be found, and this city may yet be saved. Go now. See it done. Do not disappoint.
Thank you. Just take some of the stuff.
You begin kind of quickly scooping up just as the world around you just folds in on itself. And you find yourselves in your room. Atop second chances. The vials all kind of landing haphazardly on the table before you as you just kind of like are half holding them. The blade kind of clatters. The rose slowly just kind of falls over onto the table. And this doorknob kind of rolls gently before catching itself. You're alive. And you can see just as the sun flicks over to daylight outside the window of second chances.
Well, shit.
God. We actually did it.
This is a feeling that we have too frequently.
Feels nice. I could use the longest rest in the world, but I'll point to the rose. Do you want me to go get Doc and see if we can try this again.
I'll scoop it up and just pass it to Elena.
Yeah. And she's immediately going to go into the next room.
You go in
Alright.
and you find, pardon me, you find Doc is like half asleep in a chair with a book on his chest beside Valentine. And you can see Valentine's form is, as it was, still and faintly covered in that protection, but it just feels so foreign, so alien. But with your approach and so rapidly and suddenly, Doc starts. I was wondering when you would be back. You look like hell. My apologies. Jeez. Well,
Thank you.
Can I help with something? What's wrong?
Hard to explain, but we have this. This is going to bring him back.
Bring him back.
Yeah.
We can't do resurrection here.
Yeah, we can, with just this one time. And on him at this moment, we've been granted it. Like I said, long story.
I want to
It'll
hear
work.
it all, but I'm going to trust you in this moment. I'm going to try.
Okay.
He reaches forward and gently takes the rose, and he watches like two of those white kind of withered petals just kind of fall to the ground. He kind of cradles it gently. And as he kind of comes over and he kind of pulls the kind of like spider webbed protection of the gentle repose, he kind of clicks it and pulls it away. It all recedes, and you see Valentine plain. He holds the rose between his two hands, looks to you one last time for confirmation. This is going to take a minute. Would you sit with me?
Absolutely.
I think he'd appreciate it if you were the first thing he saw when he woke. And goes into the 1 hour long ritual. During that hour, for the rest of you, is there anything you want to do?
I'm gonna lurk in the doorway. Just leaned against it, watching.
Yeah, Boone will kind of watch too. It like hits different for him. Less of a connection to Val, but more missing his own connection to the people who love him like this. So he'll just kind of watch like happy but sad.
It's a slow process. One most of you have seen performed in one manner or another, in successful ways and otherwise. And Doc's kind of low, gravelly voice almost lulls some of you to sleep, given the extended period of time in which you've been pushed to the limit. But the love for your fallen friend pushes you that last hour forward. And with the final minutes approaching, Doc, head bowed, faintly beads of sweat, comes to the end of this ritualistic incantation and prayer. And with the hand still cupping the rose, lays it on the breastplate of the warden atop Valentine's chest. And you watch as the red of the rose immediately turns and crumbles to ash. Just white, faded, dead petals. And Doc's hand kind of pulls away shakily, steady, as he finishes the final words. But you watch the warden turn from this vibrant green and take that red of the rose, fully encompassing the leathers, just this slow bleed across. And the entirety of the armor, even the cape, just kind of begins to flare with rose petals. And you see the rosiness of Valentine's cheeks return. Breath rise ever so slightly as his eyes open once more. Val. In the moment of your death, you felt pain, obviously, but it was worse than a simple blade. There was more loss than just your life in that moment. It was failure. It was not too far to say your death could bring about the end of the world as you know it. Your family lost brothers, sisters. In that moment, that torment, you were lost in this emptiness, in this space between spaces. You witnessed 2 worlds, 3 worlds, 4 worlds, a plethora of potentials open before you. In some, you saw the city that you've only briefly explored. You watched it burn. In some, you saw it thrive. In some, you saw it disappear altogether. Slowly, through untold time, you watched a light kind of break through the vision of what you were experiencing. This breaking of a dawn. It was a warm light, familiar. As through a planar barrier that gods could not break, the light of the Summer Queen still reaches for you. You could just see that dawn in the Feywild. You could see the sun rising over the Vale, over Verdansia once more. And you could see the Wildcards standing before you, victorious. But in that same moment, the echo of 2 worlds. A world burned in ash and flame. Your loss and your return will bring about the loss or protection of more than just your body, but multiple worlds, multiple lives. The Summer Queen is with you. And you awaken to a light once more. But it is the light of a found family. As you see Alana, you see Doc, but you see the other Wildcards just waiting and watching.
You guys look terrible.
Alana just doesn't even say anything, just throws herself on it and is bawling.
What? I'll just put my hand on her head. Are we okay? Is everyone okay?
We are now. Guys, come on in.
Like slide down the wall. Just like finally letting it all the pressure and stress that she's been holding together over the past few days just collapse and just slide down the wall exhausted.
It's good to see you, buddy. I have to ask you though. Can you confirm that when you die, you shit yourself? Can you confirm this?
I don't think I did. Wouldn't you know you've killed a lot of people?
Yeah, but I don't check.
That's actually shocking. Yeah. It's good to see you too. Mary, are you crying?
I'm just very tired. It's a long story.
I can't tell if your face is sweating or if you're crying.
Fuck you, man.
Good to see you too. Hey, did you guys
I,
kill the
smack his foot at the end of the bed.
I'm very fragile.
Doc stands for a moment and lets you guys have this moment and just kind of taps Boone on the shoulder. Just says, maybe we give him a moment.
Yeah,
I'm sure they got time to catch up, and you can tell me what the fuck you've been up to.
Jesus, buy me a drink and I'll tell you.
Sounds good. I'm sure Vidane will want to hear it too, so we may as well two birds, one stone.
And then I honestly need to sleep forever.
Well, I think you still got some business to attend to, but we'll talk.
Hey, we'll send some drinks up. Invite your friends back. Just like rap on the door and leave.
I'll just stop the both of them. We'll get back up on the way out and just like squeeze shoulders, just a nod. Thanks.
Don't mention it.
It's not every day I get to perform a miracle.
So anyways, we're in the fucking sewers, and that blue guy's doing all sorts of weird shit.
Did he eat something? I guarantee he ate something down there. Tell me.
God. He either eats something, he shits on something, or he fucks something. It's fucking crazy.
That's a hell of a life.
Live life to the fullest.
Valentine will say, so can we I'm trying to find my voice again. So can we go home? Did you guys kill that asshole after I fell?
Not exactly.
Close. Okay.
We're halfway there at least.
Well, here, let's go get him, and Val will try and get up.
Yeah, no.
Well, just
No.
wait. Just wait. You just came back.
We all need a long rest too.
Yeah.
Val needs a couple.
I don't know if I might need a little bit before I'm in, demigod killing shape. You also want to have a cuddle puddle? We can just maybe like hang out. You can tell me what happened.
We all need to we need to sleep for a very long time.
Hey, did Hondo kill that coyote, the like jackal talking thing?
Oh
Yeah.
no, I still have his shit. No, we're absolutely like blackmailing him.
Oh,
Yeah. Here, you can
What?
have this back, by the way. It has a corrupted Atlanta has it, I guess. Has a corrupted crystal ball in it. There's some weird things in there. Just don't mess around in it just yet.
okay.
We'll tell you the whole story later.
Out of game. What happened to the bunny?
Suffered a terrible, terrible death.
Yeah,
Can we
which
just forget
time though?
about him?
Which time did it die?
If Alana had it and
In the lightning, do you think?
No, actually before that, she jumped into a freezing pool of frozen water.
Oh,
So
no.
It died.
you probably
there.
have a rabbit corpse somewhere.
It's
On
just
Lucky.
a fur. You just have
Lucky.
a fur now. A fur like cuff
Well, not anymore. It definitely got singed in that lightning, and then like burned and boiled in the smoke.
Oh, that's gross.
In Alana's bag, there's just a puddle of.
Lavender sent me a message saying, "Oh my God, does Valentine live? Bless." In all caps. I don't know how she knew that, but yeah.
Hearing Amanda laughing in the background.
She's in tune with so many different planes all at once. That's all she's been doing.
Chilling with Beldora, but she could feel it. She could feel it. Well, I can identify some of this weird stuff, but I think you all guys all look terrible. I think you should all rest.
Pretty sure you need to too, buddy. Let's just look. I as much as shit's always gonna murder us, maybe we just take the fucking risk and go to sleep today. I don't think any of us is gonna stay up for a watch.
No, I don't think anybody in your group could.
Could actually keep awake. Yeah.
Like warm in here. We've been so cold for so long. It's like cozy and sleepy.
Given this good point to call it in the game, as you guys go to take a rest, you will be kind of jet lagging your whole sleep schedule a little bit because it's about 5-6 in the morning right now. Actually, it's 6-7 in the morning because there was an hour of resurrection ritual, and you're about to have an 8-hour rest. But my voice is just completely going. So I think we call it here, with the exception of if we wanted to, between several of you, there's ways that you can learn the specifics of the items you have in question. And if you, I saw something quickly in the chat that Leo was a little confused as to the pseudo advice the lady gave. If you want to try,
I wrote it down.
I wrote it down too. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, if you want to try and get some clarification, I can give that, or we can save that for the next game. If you want to try and talk about it in character, that's up to you guys. But I can give you the idea of what your items have before you, or we could also do that next game too. We can talk about it more. It's up to you guys.
We could identify items now. That could be like fun.
Okay.
Does resurrection put me
-4 to everything?
Is my HP 1?
Yeah, I guess you come back at 1 hit point.
Cool. Oh yeah, -4 to everything. Okay, cool.
It doesn't say what you come back your health at, but you come back at 1.
That's all good. We're about to rest anyways.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so quickly enough, it's easy to ascertain the 5 vials contain oil of etherealness.
Oh.
This oil has to be applied. It takes 10 minutes to apply. You slather yourself in it. And essentially it gives you the etherealness ability for 1 hour, but it's not an in and out thing. It's an in, and you can stay in there for up to an hour. But once you come out and you return back to the plane, this current plane, the effect is over.
Okay.
So you've got a ghost in or a ghost out, but you need 10 minutes to apply it and an hour to use that ability.
Pretty cool.
You've got 5 of those vials that would cover a small or medium creature. So it wouldn't be able to be used on any of your mounts, unfortunately. The Blade Affliction essentially functions as a Vorpal blade.
Oh,
A Vorpal sword.
fuck. Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
That's dangerous. If you crit, their
Yeah.
head gets cut off.
Their head?
Yup.
There are
Don't let Hondo have that.
There are several restrictions to the head cutting off element, but you gain, it's a +3 longsword. God, I'm losing it. But if you roll a 20 on an attack roll and the creature has at least one head, you cut off the creature's head. The creature dies if it can't survive without a head, which most creatures can't. But a creature is immune to this effect if it's immune to slashing damage, if it has legendary actions, if its size is too big that one strike cutting its head off doesn't make sense. So like you can't use this on a dragon to cut an ancient dragon's head off.
Yep.
Too big. A young dragon, yeah, sure, I get it. Anything that would be large or above, large is questionable. Huge or above is probably out. But medium-sized creatures, good to go. But if they have legendary actions, that also negates it. However, even if they have any of these extra restrictions and you crit, you deal an additional 68 damage.
Oof. Crazy.
So even if for some reason you don't get the head cutting off bonus, you do get a fuckload of extra damage. So it's just it's an attuned blade, but it has no restrictions. So anybody can attune to it.
It could be
who has proficiency in longswords, right?
It is a longsword. Technically, the one thing I will say, it's like a katana blade, but there's no katana option in like D&D. So I would treat it as like if you have proficiency in rapiers, longswords, even like scimitars would be like the best I could kind of equate to it. So it would have the finesse property if you wanted to use it.
It could be interesting for Alana too.
I think so too.
You got a couple people who could use it, so
Mary could use it too. What's your best sword, Mary?
consider.
Mage's Bane. But I can wield too.
The doorknob is a doorknob, which will give you access to.
No magic. It's just a doorknob.
It's just a doorknob. It's just a really nice one. She got it. It's an
It's
antique.
beautiful.
Yeah. It will, whatever door you use it on, will be the door that you use it, that you will return to and from whenever you use it from here. So if you use it on
So cool.
the bedroom door, this will always be the door that you return to when you use it elsewhere. So essentially it's a one a day come and go.
So good.
But obviously restricted to being used until after the event is completed.
Yeah, like the magic's not active on it yet or whatever.
Pretty much any portal that you guys would have access to, the lady will shut down until the job is done. I think that's it, right? The Withered Rose was used.
Was used.
Yep.
And the advice given coincides with a little bit of everything. So
Yeah, we can chat that through next game.
I think that'd be more interesting to like talk about proper, because I know it might be a little confusing, but
Sounds cool.
Kyle, did you realize intentionally that now Valentine's armor, if it stays that way, looks like the fan art that was created for him? And by fan art, I mean the purchased art.
The commissioned art.
The commission.
Oh yeah.
it was always something I wanted to do, to change it to make you properly like the Rose Lord.
It's so nice.
I was just looking for a good reason to do it, and this would work.
Oh, it's so good.
Goosebumps. That's so cool.
Oh, it's so nice.
But I think that's where we're going to end tonight, because I am coughing up a storm. I need
This was a great one.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was so
Epic.
cool.